Hello, Dr. Giuseppe Palladini here from Stepping Bricks, the YouTube channel. Now, today we're going to talk about how to save money when you buy multiple properties. So we're going to talk about stamp duty and the multiple dwelling relief. So first of all, what is stamp duty? Well, depends where you live in the UK, because each country has a different name and a different percentage of what you have to pay when you purchase a property that is not your first residential home. For example, in England it's called stamp duty land tax, is 3% above £40,000. So anything above £40,000 you start paying 3% of stamp duty. If you buy a property below £40,000, then you don't pay anything. That's why sometimes you see on Rightmove, Zoopla, properties that were sold for £39,999. So that is to save £1 and also 3% on the purchase price of the property. In Scotland, for example, it's called LBTT, which is Land and Building Transaction Tax. And in this case it's 4% rather than 3% like in England. And finally, in Wales, again is 4%, but it's called LTT, which is Land Transaction Tax. Very simple, it's different names, more or less it's the same principle, it just changes the percentage. So some people, for example, prefer to invest in England rather than Wales and Scotland because it's 1% less of stamp duty. You have to consider a lot of things when you invest in one country rather than another. It's not just the 3% or 4% you pay on the purchase of the property. Okay, so now that we cleared out what stamp duty is, let's talk about how to save money when you buy more than one property for your portfolio and how to save money with the multiple dwelling relief, MDR. Now, multiple dwelling relief is a way to save money when you buy more than 6 properties actually. So when you do a transaction on the same day, which is called linked transactions because it's all together, of 6 or more properties, then you can apply for a reduction of the stamp duty, and that is called multiple dwelling relief. Now remember, they have to be in one single transactions and all of them has to be completed in the same day. This is super important. If you complete one the next day, that's not eligible for multiple dwelling relief. Again, you have to remember these things because sometimes you have different scenarios. Let's say, for example, you have properties in your own name and you want to move them to the limited company for various reasons. Then you can apply this discount on stamp duty when you move them, because it's not a simple move. You have to actually sell the properties to your limited company, which means you are subject to capital gain tax from you that you're selling it, and the limited company has to pay stamp duty again because you paid already the first time on the properties that you're transferring into the limited company. So if you do one by one, you're paying 3 or 4% every single time, depends where you are in the country. Scenario 2, in this case, you're not selling to a limited company, but you're just buying. So let's say you are purchasing portfolios from other landlords, using your limited company or using your personal name, it doesn't matter in this scenario. But let's say you do through the limited company and somebody else is selling a lot of properties. As long as they're selling at least 6 properties or more in the same day, in the same transaction, then when you purchase this property, again, you can save thousands of pounds in stamp duty by using the multiple dwelling relief. Now, scenario 3 is the last one, and it doesn't have much to do with the multiple dwelling relief that we talked about before. However, if, for example, you decide that you have properties in your own name, you want to get rid of them from your own name, you want to either sell them to someone else or sell them to your limited company and not waiting to get to 6, that's completely fine. My suggestion to you would be not to sell them all at once, because if you have 2 or 3 properties, would be better to sell them one a year. You can take advantage of the capital gain tax allowance, which means if you sell one property, the first 12,300 are tax-free and the rest you pay tax. So if you sell 2 or 3 properties, it's still 12,300. It's not per property, but if you do one a year, then you have this one multiplied by the years of you selling the properties. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is very good for saving money in tax and to structure your business correctly. Remember, you make money when you buy, not when you sell, so it's important you have a business plan. It's important you have some support, some mentor, anything that can help you to speed up your process and to grow your business to another level. So if you enjoyed this video, comment below, like, subscribe, and I'll publish more videos for you every single week. and once you comment, I'll comment back for you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.